This is for Algebra 1. We're doing one more worksheet on systems as we wrap up this unit. The first two problems want you to solve by substitution, and that means you're going to let something take the place of something else. You want to look for a letter that's all by itself. And when I say all by itself, I mean that that letter is the only thing on that side of the equal sign. No numbers, no other letters, nothing else. So if you look, you will notice that the y on the first equation is all by itself. So I like to circle the other side so I know that's what I'm moving. And then I draw an arrow to the other equation where I'm going to put it. You circle it and you go put it for the other letter. If you circle an x, you can't put it in for x. It's got to go in for y. So you take this other equation and you write it exactly like it looks, except when you get to that letter, you put what you circled and you put it in parentheses. So we have negative 2x minus 3, and there's my y. So I open parentheses and say 6x minus 11, close parentheses, equals negative 7. It's important that you put it in parentheses and that you distribute what is in front of the parentheses. So this negative 3 is going to get distributed, and it becomes negative 2x minus 18x plus 33 equals negative 7. So your negative 2x and your negative 18x become negative 20x plus 33 equals negative 7. We're going to bring this 33 over and subtract it. So negative 20x is equal to negative 40. We're going to divide by negative 20, and so x is equal to a positive 2. Then that number has to go back up to what you circled and go in for that letter. So y is equal to 6 times 2 minus 11, and you could just put that in your calculator, 6 times 2 minus 11, and you get 1. So the problem with the next one is that there's not anything that's all by itself because there's two letters on each side. So you want to pick a letter to get by itself, and my suggestion is you pick the letter that doesn't have a coefficient. So I would go with this y. That means that that 5x has to move. And remember, when you cross the equal sign, you have to do the opposite. So y is equal to negative 3 was already there. Then I'm bringing over that 5x and I'm adding it because I'm doing the opposite. So I can circle this, and it goes to the other equation in the y spot. So it's going to go right here. So we have 3x minus 8, open parentheses, negative 3 plus 5x, close parentheses, equals 24. So I'm going to distribute this negative 8, and I get 3x plus 24 minus 40x equals 24. So my 3x minus 40x gives me negative 37x plus 24 equals 24. I'm going to bring this 24 over and subtract it, and so I get negative 37x equals 0, and that's possible. So my last step is going to be to divide by negative 37, and x is equal to 0 divided by negative 37, which is 0. I take that back up to what I circled, and so y, change color so you can keep up with what I'm doing, y is equal to negative 3 plus 5 times 0. You would punch that in your calculator and get y is equal to negative 3. Okay, so that was substitution. The bottom three are looking at elimination. They want something to cancel. In order to eliminate or cancel, one of the letters for each equation has to have the same number and opposite signs. So I have a 1 and a 3. Not the same, won't work. I have a 2 and a 2. That's the same, that's good. Now check the signs. I have a positive and a negative. Perfect, they're ready to cancel. Draw a line and combine. Except draw your line where you can still see what's going on here. So let's draw our line a little bit better. X and 3x, you're adding, you're using whatever sign it has because you're combining the two. So that's like saying 1 plus 3 gives me 4x. The y's cancel, equals 6 plus 2 is 8. I'm going to divide by 4, and x equals 2. Box it, that's an answer. Put that answer into either one of your original problems. So I'm going to go to the top one, and I'm going to say 2 plus 2y is equal to 6. I'm going to bring my 2 over and subtract it. 2y is equal to 4. I'm going to divide by 2, and y is equal to 2. That's my answer. I'm done. So my x's are both 3, but they're both positive, so they can't cancel. And my y's are totally different. So I want to work with the x's, but I got to fix it where they'll cancel. So I'm going to take my second equation. I'm going to change every sign to be the opposite. You got to do it to every single thing. Then you can draw a line. 3x minus 3x goes away. 0.2 plus 0.5 is going to give me 0.6y is equal to 7 minus 4, which is 3. So I got to divide by 0.6. And so y is equal to 3 divided by 0.6, which is 5. I'm not through. I do box that, and then that has to go back to either of the original problems. I'm going to go to the first one. So we're going to say 3x plus 0.2 times 5 equals 7. So 3x plus 0.2 times 5. If you say 0.2 times 5, you will get 1 equals 7. You're going to subtract your 1. 3x is equal to 6. You're going to divide by 3, and you get x equals 2. Last one. Remember, you want to check your x's. We have a 2, we have a 1. They have nothing in common. That's no good. Our y's, we have a negative 3 and a positive 3. Same number, opposite signs, perfect. So draw a line. 2x and x gives you a 3x because 2 plus 1 is 3. Y's are gone. Equals negative 4 plus 7 in your calculator would give you 3. So we will divide by 3 and x equals 1. Go back and put that into the original problem. I'm going to go with the second problem. 1 plus 3y equals 7. Bring my 1 over and subtract it. 3y equals 6. Divide by 3. Y equals 2. And there you have it. So that should be all of your notes, and you should be ready for the worksheet. Make sure you have all assignments for this unit finished and turned in. Tomorrow we will review, and the next day we will take an exam. Come see me if you have any questions.